Hello, my name is Gwen. Welcome to your practice. Today we'll do 30 minutes of Gentle Somatic Yoga. You might want to grab yourself a bolster, a cushion, any size will do. If you have yoga blocks, you can butt them end to end and place a blanket on top of that. That'll be located on your mat widthwise, placed underneath the legs. Your seat will be just above that. You can come on your side or roll down onto your back if you're able. You'll bring your back body all the way to your mat. And then lay the outer edge of the leg, one leg all the way down, and notice if you feel that leg is held by the bolster or whatever you have underneath it. And then go ahead and do the same with the other. The soles of the feet will be in the direction of each other. And if the neck is all the way up and you're splaying the neck all the way up, chin up, then the back body is very tight. You'll need something underneath the back of the head so that the chin starts to come in the direction of the heart. So raise the head if it feels like the chin and the neck is splaying all the way up, so that you feel a little more comfortable maybe. But if it's okay, then you don't need a cushion or a blanket underneath the head. You can start to rock the head wherever you are, from side to side. The arms can rest by your side, or you can place them on your belly, or wherever it feels good. As you rock the head from side to side, feel the tipping spot of the crown, the back of the skull. Notice the top of the head all the way down to the base of the spine. Notice how long that feels. As you breathe in and out, feel your breath. In through the nose and out through the nose or the mouth. Let this feel delicious. As you start to settle, the body will start to settle and become a little heavier. Right from the toes through to the knees. From the knees down through the sit bones. Feel from the pelvis, nice and heavy on the mat, all the way up that spinal column to the shoulders. From the shoulders, take a deep dive to where you think the center of the brain is. Come into stillness. And let yourself rest now as we breathe here together. The intention of this practice to tap in to that flow, that internal flow. Let the breath feel like that energy, like a ball of energy, each breath. Let that ball of energy gently float up and down the spinal column, from the base all the way up to the crown. Notice what that feels like for you as we tap into that continual flow of light. Drop your awareness through the brow all the way into the center of the brain, the color indigo. Bring a bouquet of flowers there, those wild flowers of pinks and blues and purples. Let them mingle. Notice how that feels. Our insight lives there. Our intuition. We start to develop our clarity. This balance where we can decipher between illusion and what's real. So what isn't real and what is for you? Maybe it's as simple as we've been feeling a little foggy. We'll tap into that clarity, that focus now. As we rest our awareness through the brow, where we think the center of the brain might live. Let's take 2 more breaths. Feel into that energetic ball of energy there. One more breath. And then float your awareness into the heart center, the sternum area. Notice how it feels. Let's bring the color green there. This beautiful jewel of emerald green, let it radiate outward in all directions. This beautiful ball of energy of green light. Let it fill you up with that love, joy, compassion. May we receive divine messages that carry us into that flow, that continual flow as we tap into this light. Each breath, let it carry us all the way into that beautiful heart center of love, joy, compassion. 2 more breaths right there in the heart center. As we feel into that beautiful jewel expand outward. And then go ahead and float your awareness just a little lower into the solar plexus area of the belly. Our powerhouse, our willpower, where we digest thoughts, ideas, learning, our feelings, we digest our emotions. Feel the sun, this solar, this warmth, a big ball of energy. Let it expand and warm. Feel the belly charge up as we tap into that continual flow here of light. Each breath, a ball of energy. Notice that area of the belly expand. That powerful place of the belly, let it bubble up all the way into that loving center of the heart. This colorful area of the heart, these greens, gently bubble up all the way up into the forehead. We're intuition. Let it circle now from the belly to the heart, all the way up into the center of the brain, and circle down as this beautiful ball of energy starts to, in colorful ways, charge us up into that beautiful energetic flow now. And what does that feel like in you? Maybe you feel into that energy, tapping into this beautiful lightness on the inside. And one more breath just like that. Ah. Then go ahead and carry the legs up. Bend the knees. Take whatever's underneath the legs and place it off to the side. Leave the knees bent as we're going to come into a bridge pose, a moving bridge pose called beads on a necklace in Gentle Somatic Yoga. So our spinal column will be like beads on a necklace today. So feel your feet now. The big toe to the baby toe to the heel. Feel the palms all the way to the shoulders. Give a press down through the arms. Feel the shoulders come down into your mat, and then relax that effort. 2 more just like that. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, send the tips of the shoulders down. Feel the heart center rise. The arms will press, the fingertips. You'll press, and then relax and soften, soften, soften. 1 more just like that. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, the tips of the shoulders down, the heart rises. Press the arms to the fingertips, and then relax that effort. Take another deep breath in through the nose. Send the tips of the shoulders down, press through the arms to the fingertips. Now add the feet. Press. Let the spinal column carry upward to a height that suits you. And then roll from the top of the spine all the way down to the lower spine down. And then relax. Let the inner knees soften into each other. Take a deep breath in through the nose and then out. Let's come into that again. Take a deep breath in. Press through the shoulders down. Length of the arms, press. Press into the feet. Carry the spinal column, the seat, all the way up. Notice the weight. This time, take the shoulders up towards the ears. Let them drag up and then roll from the top of your spine to the mid-spine like a pearl necklace, 1 vertebrae at a time, till the pelvis comes into the mat. Drag the arms down and then send the knees towards each other. Notice how well the body can relax and soften. Take some deep breaths. Another. And 1 more. And let's head into that again. Take a deep breath in. Go ahead and place the shoulders down. Press into the arms and the feet and carry the pelvis up to a new place maybe. Scrunch the shoulders all the way up. Carry them towards the ears. And then roll through the top of the spine. Take your time. 1 vertebrae, then the other, until the lower spine comes down. You drag the fingers towards the heels, towards the bottom of the mat. And how well can you relax in this shape? Take a deep breath and another. And then we'll do that 1 more time. Take a deep breath. Exhale, tips of the shoulders down, length of the arms press, feet press. Carry the spinal column up, up, upward. Scrunch the shoulders up like I don't know. Carry them up towards the ears. Roll through the spinal column, one vertebrae at a time. And then go ahead and drag the arms down. Heel toe the feet just a wee bit wider. So the heels are out and the toes are in, and the knees lean into each other. The arms can be by your side or knuckles heavy. Notice how well the body can soften, soften, soften now. Notice the vibrational quality as you breathe. Tap into that energy. From temples to toes. Notice the energetic quality. And then go ahead and come into those landmarks of the forehead, that indigo color. Can you feel that bouquet of color? And then down into the heart center. Can you feel into that compassion, that joy, and that love? And then the belly. Can you feel that solar quality, this power? All the way into the pelvis and the legs. And one more breath just like that. Coming into flamingo now, let's roll over to our side. You can roll right over to your side into a fetal position. Some of you may need a blanket underneath your head. And again, the art of folding. So if you need a little thicker, roll it again, or possibly you'll roll it all the way up to just a little thicker. I don't need the blanket, but I'll represent it for a moment here. You'll go ahead and you'll bring the legs like you're sitting on a chair, maybe a little lower than the hips. The top leg will rest on the bottom leg, top hand in the bottom hand, the head down. Notice if that feels okay. If that lower shoulder feels like it's scrunched up too much, then the head might need to be raised just a little bit more. So go ahead and raise the head. I will represent nothing. So I won't have anything under my head today. You're going to pick various spots for this top hand, and that will become quite clear as we come into flamingo a little bit more. So drop all your attention now into that top leg that's resting on the bottom leg. It's going to move up and down. The bottom leg will be stationary. It's going to be our anchor. Same with the bottom hand. So go ahead and float that top leg just a hair off of the bottom leg, just a hair. You can still feel the bottom leg. And then lengthen it down. So the big toe might feel like it's a marker, like it's a highlighter, drawing a line down, down, down to the bottom of your mat. And then carry it all the way back upward towards the belly. Notice how far towards the belly it can go. And as it does, notice what it does to the hip. And then go ahead and carry it down towards the bottom of the mat. Notice that top hip. You might notice as you carry that leg up towards the belly like a flamingo, it might come the hip might come backward. And as you carry that top leg down towards the bottom of the mat, the top hip is carried forward. And then notice what's happening to that top hand. As the hip comes back, the top hand drags towards the elbow. And as you draw the line down to the bottom of the mat, the hip comes forward. You might outreach that bottom hand a little or a lot. And then notice what's happening with the head. As the leg lengthens down, 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 you might roll to your forehead, outreach that bottom hand, and as the leg comes up in the flamingo towards the belly, you might roll to the back of the head. So notice the head now, as that leg makes that long journey down to the bottom of the mat, you come into the forehead. And as you carry that leg up to the belly, you come to the back of the head. You can stay here, or we're going to move on now. So as the leg comes up into the belly, go ahead and drag that top hand the length of the arm, possibly over the heart center and outward. And then it can come all the way back home to start as that leg carries down, down, down to the bottom of your mat. You can pause there on your forehead. Notice how well the body can relax and soften in this shape. Take a few valuable breaths and notice. Option to bring that top hand a little bit above the lower hand now. And then same thing goes. You gently carry that top leg up and you gently bring it down. So moving like this. So if we were laying in the clock now doing flamingo, that top hand is at a different time on the clock. And then maybe you might bring it up a little higher. That top leg gets carried all the way towards the belly and then all the way back down. And possibly all the way up towards 12 o'clock. Top leg comes towards the belly, then all the way back down. And then you can relax in that shape. Anywhere along the line, you can pause. Press the pause button and notice how you feel. Relax through the jaw, soften through the back body. And then come onto your back for just a moment, for a brief body scan. Allow the legs to either bend and heel toe them a little wider or lengthen one at a time in a light little mini shavasana. And as we lay here together, pause and feel again into that energetic quality of the body. Feel that ball of energy, the breath, gently move as we breathe from the toes to the knees, to the sit bones, to those beautiful landmarks of the belly, our solar area, to the heart, that jewel, beautiful green color, emerald, all the way up to the forehead, a bouquet of emerald, of blues, of yellows, of pinks, our intuition, that colorful you. Feel the wild flowers swaying as you breathe. And one more breath just like that. Then let's go ahead and come all the way over onto our other side. So you'll come all the way over to your other side. We'll do flamingo on this side. Let yourself lay on that side. You might need a pillow on this side where you didn't on the other. And then let's come straight into it now. So lengthen through that bottom leg. Outreach that bottom hand and roll onto the forehead. Then drag that top leg up into the belly. Roll onto the back of the head and unfurl that arm. Come into the full expression on this side. Notice how you feel. As we come into our alignment of mind and body. As we coordinate the major muscle groups. As we find that deep relaxation. Maybe we just feel good. It helps us to feel better. Come into those different times of that top hand. It can come above that bottom arm as we explore new territory. You might not do as many as I'm suggesting. You might do 1, 2, 3. You might be moving a little slower and resting a little more. Perfect. Find where it's better for you and gently rest or softly move. And then one more breath on this side. And then go ahead and come into your Shavasana here. Final resting pose on your back. You can use what you used at the start of our practice underneath your legs. Arms by your side. Lengthen through one leg and then the other. Or maybe it feels delicious to come into the same pose that we started with. Allow the legs to splay outward, soles of the feet in the direction of each other. The arms by your side or the palms on your belly, whatever feels good. A little rock at the back of the skull as you settle in and let go. Notice how you feel in your Shavasana. Final resting pose. Let the muscles around the eyes soften. As the muscles around the eyes soften, we dive in a little deeper. Let go of control of the breath, control of the muscles. The bones float in the connective tissue now. Feel that colorful you, that energy of you, of deep intuition and clarity, mingled with love, compassion, and joy, and that willpower to digest all the learning, your deep emotional states of being. Let this feel delicious. You can rest here. Bring your internal palms together. Those palms, you'll feel the warmth, this appreciation towards yourself for showing up. A light little bow of thanks to you for your practice. Your family thanks you, the community, and the world. Namaste.